let's get started with AI, because that's kind of everywhere and it's on everybody's mind. Everybody's got AI. Autodesk is absolutely the same. Okay. It is just like, if you're familiar with the GPTs, it's a chat style tool, and it's actually built into the software. You can find it. Hopefully I can find it. On your info center up here at the top right corner of your software. Okay. And it's always been there. They changed the icon, but there's your AI assistant. So let's go ahead. We'll click on that icon here, and it's going to open up a completely separate palette. Okay. Now, please be aware, it's a tech preview. So any of the things we're looking at is going to be maybe not the most stable type of situation yet, but they're working on it. Okay. So, for example, summary of the changes that I made in a drawing file. I looked at pipes. You can get information on styles and things of that nature. So, what Autodesk is trying to do here is trying to keep your eyes and your focus within the software. Every time we look away and stop working and open up our browser and go to a Google search or another chat GPT, maybe for an AI type of situation, it stops our production. It's not just a 2-minute stoppage. You're going to stop for a minimum of 5 to 10 minutes. You're going to have to come back in. And a lot of times it's going to be 20 minutes before you get back into being productive, maybe longer, depending on the success of finding the answer that you're looking for. So what Autodesk is trying to do is it's trying to keep us focused, trying to keep us in the environment that it's created in. Now, for example, if you're a beginner, could be something that's really awesome for you, right? How do I change an alignment style, for example? Okay. An intermediate user might say, hey, what drawings or what objects in this drawing use a specific style? CAD manager, hey, can you find and show me all of the objects that don't follow our naming conventions? So there's a lot of different things that can be used at a lot of different levels. Now, one thing to be careful of is AI should not be treated as an end-all be-all intelligence guru type situation, especially for Civil 3D knowledge. It is literally used for assisting you and the knowledge that you have with civil engineering and with Civil 3D. It's like every other AI. It has its flaws. It's only intelligent about what it can find. So just be careful. Okay, make sure that you verify the results before you go ahead and utilize it and make changes into your drawing file. Okay. Now, for one thing that it can do is it might reduce your time searching for commands. Hey, where is, right? A lot of times folks will go up to their application menu and type in the search here. You could also now use your Autodesk Assistant. It'll do the same thing. Okay. It can help new users learn terminology. Right? A lot of Civil 3D terminology is different. For example, an alignment is a 2-dimensional object for a horizontal layout. And when you get into a corridor, technically it's a baseline, right? So there's a lot of different things here. An assembly is really old school, typical section. Okay, so that's going to help out some of the new users as well. Okay, and it might help out with review, right? Like I mentioned just a few minutes ago about the CAD managers or anything that is not within our company standards, or in our setup that you can find that we need to address before we go out. Okay, so with that, let's go here. So I've just got this big nasty drawing file open. It's got everything in it, alignments and surfaces and things of that nature, profiles. Okay, now because this is a palette, it can be moved to an additional monitor. Okay, one of the things that I like about it is that it can perform multiple functions. So for example, change all surface styles to no display. Okay, now make sure you have a no display style. Okay, so I'm going to do that real quick. I do. So let's see what happens. Okay, you need to be specific. It's only going to be able to do what you give it. All right, so let's see what happens. It should go ahead and take a look, and it should turn them all to no display, and we should be able to see a much clearer vision of our drawing file here. Now you might say, well, this might be quicker if I did it myself. And you know what? Some of these are going to be quicker if you do them individually. Okay, but there we go. So in this case, we've got a handful of them, 3, 6, 8. And instead of going in and surface properties and no display, it did it fairly quickly for us. Okay. One that I was trying that I was having a little bit of a hard time with, and I still haven't quite figured it out, but I do want to show you, for example, is pipe styles. So those are my storm pipes, and they do have a style. Okay, so it is storm and double line storm with hatch. So if I wanted to change all of them in a very large file, I could say double line storm or ASC double line storm. Again, very similar, change all storm pipes to ASC double line storm. You let it do its thing. Now, I could not get this to work. It would change it, but visually there was something that I'm missing here. But it will go ahead and do that type of thing, right? So for example, it looks the same because I couldn't get the other style to work, but it did, or should have, changed it to, and there it is right there, ASC double line storm. Okay. Let's go a little bit deeper. Let's just do a quick list all alignments. So really your imagination and the information that you want is limitless as to what really this is going to try to do for you. Okay. So there's my list. It's going to clean it up, actually put it in a nice little table for me. It's going to tell me what they are. So for example, right, I've got a curve return here because there's an intersection. I've got some offset alignments as well. So you're going to be able to use this for a lot of different things. Okay. But again, like I said, just be careful. Be very specific in what you're trying to ask and what you're trying to accomplish.